The objective of this practice is to know the equipment and machinery of the laboratory. Also how to know the process of melting aluminum alloys in the crucible vessel and understand the purpose of each stage of the process from the preparation of the scrap for the load in the oven until obtaining a finished product.
To prepare the sand, first we have to put it on the floor and we have to remove the lumps with a shovel. We have to add water to agglutinate and then the bentonite for the consistency.
So when we have the silica sand ready, we need to put the mold in the center of the base, and then we're gonna add the moldant to the mold, and then we need to do the lightest thin cape in the superface. So we add it with this part and we serve it. Okay, after we have all the surface, we fill it with normal sand and we compact it, and then we do the other sides of the mold. And in this part is going to be the verters, and we have also desmoldant in both parts.
In this part we are making holes with the wire for the disgassing of the hydrogen, and we are making more bigger the holes of the chute.
So for remove the impurities in the piece, we use pressure air in the mold, so it gives more solid.
For not damaging the mold, we take the piece with screws very carefully.
Okay, for the part of the Alluminium 6061 T6, it is heated in this type of resolve inside of the oven, and it has to reach approximately 660 degrees, so it can be melted. Yeah.
With our Nomex switch, we take out our material that is melted. With a chlorine tablet, we remove the impurities that are in our resolve, and then we pour the material in the mold. After waiting 20 minutes for our material to refresh, we take it out to cool it down in water. For our result analysis, we can see in our finished piece that we had defects like inclusions because the sand didn't go out of our piece. For this kind of defects, we could serve more the sand. For the other piece that we made, there were incorrect dimensions of the piece. It was out of position. This happened because the mold wasn't well centered.
The advantages of this process: we can recycle the sand as much as we can. Also, it is a cheap process and it can resist a lot of temperatures, and you can do complex figures. For the disadvantage, we need to destroy the mold once we finish the part, and it is a very long process. So for the tolerances of this process, we need to have the piece in a good dimension so it can fit well in the base. So for we do not have rejects in the mold, we need to have a perfect or a good mold that inflicts to compact good the sand and also serve the thin layer in the surface.
Why is important to degas our piece? The gas will match our piece, and we need to use our wire to pinch our mold. This is because the gas needs to go out of our mold.
So the heart, it is used for pieces that we want it to be hollow. It is put in the center of the piece, and the heart has to be more strong than the mold. And the macho is the other part of the mold. So the function of the charger is to administrate the quantity of the material that is here into the mold, and also to prevent pipes on the piece. The coolers serve to make solid parts of the piece and also to evitate cavities. So the vessel is where we melt our material, and the principal function is for we can manipulate our liquid material and pour it into the mold.
The composition of the green sand is 90% dioxide of silice, 7% clay, and 3% water.
In this practice, we saw the casting process, which inflicts that is a cheaper and recycled manufacturing process. This is because we can recycle all the material and we recycle the sand to do the mold.
In this practice, I learned in a more detailed way one of the process of casting metals, which is sand casting. I conclude that it is very detailed and handcraft process, but also very cheap and is useful for very detailed pieces.
I learned about the process and material that is necessary to carry out the casting with sand, as well as the necessary care to obtain a good result, without imperfections, as well as the solutions for these ones.